of Woe, and there's about to be lots of editing in this episode, mostly because Mountain of Woe was meant to imprison somebody who they wanted him to remain in prison. So there was monsters. Lots of monsters, meaning lots of fights. And this place has actually quite weary style. There's one of those thingamajiggeries which I intend to do and fight Load Helm. And what it does. But it doesn't read about doing anything special. Well, when I have to face that thing, I wanna be a bit different group. That solved the problem quite nicely. Yeah, the basic how much you use the different team members is quite same as in, well, you do always need a dedicated healer. I was speaking about the dedicated healer. Yes, dedicated healer is a must in a group. And just because there are these so much rebels, always pick a fight with them. Sometimes there is simply no reason, no good results from picking a fight with them, because hey, the hitting of them is quite unlikely. But it's now I was doing a bit of rambling about the visual style. Is that even though there are very bleak and inhospitable looking places in this game, of course with the graphical limitations of the era, knowing there's still I still find that the zeal I was rambling that the Kingdom of Zeal, with all its magical luxury and all that, is in a sense much more unsettling place than all the post-apocalyptic hellscapes and all that, because it just feels fundamentally wrong. Because how in hell, why it is there, why it disappeared completely? It's in a sense complete mystery why it's there. I was rambling about Zero, is that it has the very fundamental feeling of wrongness, which in a sense cannot be attributed to anything else. The fundamental level of wrong of Zeal Kingdom is quite big, mostly because of how its existence makes a mystery. I was speaking about the mystery, that its existence is a mystery. It gives that sense that when something as powerful and advanced has just disappeared from the history, it makes it look like something has taken it out. And of course, when something has taken something out of history with that kind of thoroughness, or I don't know, is that the word? Well, it's something very much wanted it out and was able to. And now when you look at this game's basic structure, there's only perhaps one thing in the whole game which is powerful enough to remove a culture out of existence, which of course is Lavos itself. And that would make even more horrifying is the fact that it has not destroyed the world once in the future. It has done it a lot. Or at least several times. Which of course, when something has been destroyed the world several times, it makes the really unpleasant implication that, well, what can be done to it? And of course, when there's something which has destroyed a world, or the world, several times, you don't necessarily wanna be in a meeting it. And of course, when you look that way, I think that's one of the reasons why Chrono is so good, is that it has, you could say, circles of storytelling, as in first Magus Lavos appears to be, well, much more simple thing than it actually is. And monsters. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the basic of, you could say, circular storytelling. Yeah, first it appears that, yeah, you do eclipse the back and forth time, then you figure out the world has been destroyed by something called Lavos, which, by the knowledge it was made in 600 by Magus. So you try to stop it, but that's not the case. You do reasonable assumptions with available information, and you will eventually might learn that the information you are acting upon is wrong, but it's not, of course, your own fault, or even of that kind of, or even of someone deliberately trying to mislead you. No, it just happens because there has been nobody to make any kind of recordings of it. Both WoW is actually still continues. It's actually quite big place. And I'm just shuffling around with team members just to make sure that they all get some of those advanced points. Although you could say at this phase, Marl has become more or less quite useless character, because single target healing spells aren't so handy in this game. Just a slight little forerun and climbing to a grim darkness, to the top of Mountain of Woe, or Woe Mountain, or Mount Woe. And they reused the graphic of Ozzy's shield. Except not in this one. Yeah. They do. Yeah, they do guard the place. Oh damn, I forgot. I need the full team healing. Fuck this shit. Kind of. It becomes most likely slower than it should be, but let's try it. Just focus on one arm at the same time, and then just wail at the head. Because once you take out one of the hand, it becomes much weaker. It's already. Oh bugger, this looks bad. Yeah, I need another crew for this job. So I'm not gonna even bother to heal, I'm just gonna take this loss. Just to show that how the game over screen looks like. Oh, I took out the hand. Hey, maybe I don't have to. Still fighting. Let's try the aura whirl. And tailspin. Yeah, those percentage damage aren't so scary. And tailspin usually does quite big damage near Isla. Yeah, oh, I'm still not out. Yeah, that's a good motto to do things. Still not out. So just keep smashing at its skull. Yeah, critical attack. Oh yeah. Isla can also do charm attack, which steals stuff from enemies. It's quite handy, and it's the only that kind of move in this game. Yeah, as long as it's got its hands up, it's very dangerous. Damn, I forgot. I have to focus on the left hand or the creature's right hand to make use of both Isla's and others' double attack. A big wave of fire, but nothing excessively horrifying. Your hand is out. Let's see. Does it have anything interesting in the other hand? Most likely it has, most likely it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it went up. So, time to stop smashing at it. Just basic ice attack, confuse. And basic attack. Although I don't know, just is the ice so much more effective than the basic attack. Well, give some ether, make Chrono drink some devil ether because hey. Spin. Yeah, big fire blast. And if I remember right, some of these close range moves available are among the most powerful attacks of the entire game. Well, it's not gonna do the double hand blast anymore, so I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, just basic attacks. Except this one. Yep, it's out. Hands out again. Even though I took a very suboptimal crew to this fight, it looks like I'm still going quite well, even though I one phase was more or less decided that, oh damn, I've lost this fight because I took a wrong team. But apparently, at least now it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it started the hand restoration. Yeah, it got its hand back. It's no longer handless. Yeah. I say that in this fight it is most important to cripple out its both hands as fast as you can. Because if you let them stay both hands active, it's gonna just annihilate you with those shadow and fire blasts. Oh yeah, that's very effective move that confuse, although it does have a stupid name, because yeah, just using some of potions just because hey, something healing has to be done, so why not make use of them. Hands out and a good punch to the face. A spin cut. Guaranteed critical punch to the head. More crit but guaranteed. Yeah, you are commencing your hand restoration, that doesn't mean you have yet started it. And critical. Yep, now the hands are back. We see some aura world already about to be launched. But I do say that this Giga Gaia has very nice design. The background area hides the limited size and it makes it look much more gigantic than it actually in a sense game is. And I like that kind of little sleight of hand trickery they put to the game. It shows that they really knew the capabilities of their hardware and made use of it. just a basic devil eater. I wonder, was that a counter attack or just a regular attack? I might never know actually. Chrono Trigger still isn't game so eager on the enemy counter attacking your moves usually. Usually it's made quite obvious that this will lead to counter attacks. Well, still wailing its head. Causing something like a 500 damage per cycle. Of course it may grow up more because of hits, but hey, about 500 per cycle is nothing to be too sad, angry about. Yeah, it's about to do that. But I killed it already. I ripped its head off. Yeah, and it was with suboptimal team and equipment. Yeah. Well, the crystal has reappeared, mostly because there's no to keep it hidden anymore. And what the hell is this? That guy is very familiar. Yes, of course. Lavos is immortal. At least 2. And oh yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it was mountain raised to the air, and it most likely was because of the Giga Gaia kept it afloat, and now there is no more Giga Gaia, so the chain breaks, and with it the mountain itself also breaks. Leading to a big splash and mess. Oh yeah, that Mammon machine is some some kind of stimulus for it. Oh, and Shala came. And she is so important that she has her own team. And Janice. And she's smart enough to notice that, hey, indoctrination is this. And Janice, of course, notices things that, hey, this place is filthy, at least for him, so that's bad. Oh, bugger Dalton. Yeah, he's an asshole. And mean. Yeah, he beats children. Yeah. And he also likes to show off his abilities. Let's have a chat with Melchior. Yeah, he's... Yeah, once again Chrono gets a crazy idea. Well, I know you. But strange enough, when you notice, Melchior lives for thousands of years. But this is before he fixed the Masamune. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Inhabitants of Zeal knew how to use magic, and these people do not know how to use magic. But what is the source? Oh yeah, well, of course I buy stuff. Bought all kinds of handy stuff again. So it's time to actually start. Once again, attack the Kingdom of Zeal, but as been previously, I am no longer coming there peacefully. It's time to actually. Well, if I remember right, it actually. There is no hostile encounter in there until I get to that actual palace. So in a sense that might make it so that I want to edit out all the unnecessary traveling around in the city, in the place. So let's just have a chat with her. Oh yeah, actually I'm gonna cut away all the unnecessary travel between this place and Zeal Palace. It takes a while, but I'll be there. Now, arriving to to the Queen's Palace. So, it's the memory machine. So let's go and smash it to pieces. It did something good for us, allowing me to open those seals across the time and space, or mostly just time. So let's just walk into it and see it ain't here. So, they use Lavos as power source, and that's a real creepy figure at the background oozing. It looks a bit like some sort of wild face, and glaring face with wild fairy hair and all that. And there's one sleepy noob. Oh, but time to go and say hello to these dudes, except there's a saving spot, so time to save and see what lies beyond. Well, I don't think it's anything really bad. But that stuff is gonna be seen next time. See ya!